entirely sure.
This is the Albion Skunk. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Well, I have to say I didn't expect this today. Jimmy Thompson. I'm in charge of logistics and human resources here. The Navy asked if we could put you in a safe and comfortable place. This is the best we could do on short notice.
I'm sure they just don't want any trouble.
Well, you've caused trouble. The John Furco CEO himself has taken an interest in you, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
What could he want from us?
Word is that you're from Albion. CEO Colburn had close friends there. I imagine it must have something to do with that. There may be more to it, but it's not for me to know.
On the other side of that gate, there's a war going on. I don't know if we have time to help an old guy find his friends who only yesterday may have been shooting at us.
You're new here, so I'll give you some advice. CEO Colburn is the most powerful individual in the system. Yes, there is the Navy and the Federation government, but they won't do you favors, not without a heavy price. We've taken a look at your ship, the Albion Pride. Some would say it's a historical treasure, not a warship. How about we make some top-of-the-line upgrades available to you? Sweeten the deal.
How can I say no? Look, tell us where to find this Colburn guy. No promises that we go straight away, though. It's been a rough day.
We understand. The information is being uploaded now. Be careful.
To think, they didn't even have highways just 40 years ago.
Don't walk past. I have everything you need here.
Show me your engines, please.
Yeah.
Show me your shields, please.
Yeah.
Show me your weapons, please.
Yeah.
Show me your scanners, please.
I'll challenge anyone to bet my quality and price.
Yeah.
Bye.
Are you sure you don't want those upgrades? CEO Colburn is in another sector. Let's see what these engines can do.
Entering aerodrome.
We've got some big issues here.
Someone's in trouble.
How far?
Not too far. It seems to be near a station.
I'll take us in a bit closer, but let's not get in the way of the military.
Entering Last stand.
Those ships! Xenon! Argon reinforcements are jumping in.
Albion Skunk, keep away from the Xenon. Don't let them get too close as they could probe your systems.
We need a bit of help with that, Admiral.
Looks like we have a handle on the situation now. You have no idea how close you were to causing us major problems. If those machines had hacked your systems, they would know everything about Albion. We'll send you our latest patches to protect your database. You'd better get your destination as soon as you can. We can't be sure that the sector is completely secure.
Thank you, Admiral.
Entering the Fallen. Entering Aspiring Champion.
This is the Albion Skunk. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted. Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. You're here sooner than I expected. I'm Neil Colburn, CEO of John Foucault.
Ren Otani, how can we help?
I don't want to keep you long. I understand you've had quite the journey from Albion. I hear that a war has broken out between different factions there. I expect the Argonne Navy ordered you not to interfere.
Pretty much. Do you expect them to help us?
The military are scared. There are potential enemies on both sides, but I know there may also be allies. I long to see Albion again, and try to find old friends, and this can only happen if there is peace. So far, the Argonne Navy has supported your story. There are Argonne and Terran citizens stranded in a De Vries sector with a Plutarch flotilla guarding the gate and threatening approaching ships. It seems to me that your people are the only ones worth dealing with.
We're certainly open for new trade agreements, but this conflict isn't going to die down.
Give it time. I doubt the Xenon are going anywhere soon. I'll make arrangements to send a goodwill freighter to the Cantaran sector. It's been so long since we've had a new trade route.
If you can get us clearance to enter De Vries, I'm sure we can help smooth things over.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Trust Baze not to tell you that our mortal enemy is already in our laps. A jump gate opened up several weeks ago, leading to some strange system, very ominous and unwelcoming. Maelstrom, we call it. There was evidence from scout ships that it was in fact inhabited until recently. There were functional highways, shipwrecks of familiar designs, but no signs of life.
The military must have sent a fleet.
Half of our forces were sent in. The remainder waited behind in case something jumped directly back to our system using the gate. These were invasion tactics we saw during the Terran conflict. The exploring force found stations of familiar design, but once again, no signs of life. Then they woke up. They focused on engines and jump drives first, making escape near impossible. It's a gutsy move to strand a whole Argonne fleet on your own doorstep, but the Xenon did the maths and they knew they could win, and they certainly did. We lost a lot of people that day, even some ex-Terran pilots. Those decades together made us strong, but it seems to have allowed others to become even stronger. We lost Admiral Lido, so Baze took over command of the military. She's way out of her depth. We focus on developing new technology and maintaining ships and stations. Many ships use our engines and power systems. Since the gates shut down and our supply lines were cut, we have had to shift focus towards more efficient designs. I'm quite proud of how well we've handled our isolation. John Foucault was once one of the largest corporations with economic ties to several species across dozens of systems. I hope our other branches have fared as well as we have. We will not be able to open trade to De Vries until the military feel that they've secured the area. We will use this time to prepare. There are other corporations here who will jump at the chance to open new trade routes.
You want to invite competition?
There is little competition here, unfortunately. Each corporation has its own area of expertise. You will likely need food aid. That is the area of the Chow Corporation. Start with them.
Will they need convincing?
I expect they are already making plans to exploit the New Gate connection. What we need is a united front with all of the major corporations in agreement. It will be harder for the military to say no, and it will make us all that bit safer when making joint trade runs.
That sounds like a nice idea. Let's just hope other corporations see it the same way.
Leave the other CEOs to me. What you should do is to help raise the profile of your Heart of Albion faction. Help these corporations, and they will be more likely to help you. I'll send you some tips on how to get into their good books.
Thank you. The sooner we get aid to De Vries, the better.
It goes without saying. Be careful out there, and the best of luck.
We have Xenon on one side and Plutarch on the other, and we're running errands for corporations who don't want to help us.
Colburn seemed confident they'll come around.
We're first.
The Chow Corporation.
Entering Everlasting Warden.
Captain Otani, I'm Drew Haswell from Chow Security. John Furco sent word that you were coming to us for freelance work. What say we put that versatile ship of yours to good use in one of several possible areas? Of course, I'd prefer that you keep Chow facilities and ships safe.
Are you having Xenon trouble?
Not as much as other companies. Understandably, they don't seem very interested in food. The heretic vanguards cause us trouble now and again, however.
And they are?
Some call them an extremist anti-Terran group. I just call them thugs. They've made no friends here over the years, and so resort to raids to sustain their operations. They love nothing more than to hit easy freighters heading for Terran residential areas. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll send you there first. A freighter is already set to leave. Stay close to it and keep an eye out for suspicious ships.
Looks like the freighter is waiting for us.
Let's get going. Sitting still gets you killed.
Lead the way.
Entering Paramount Benefactor. Entering Magnificent Templar. Paramount Benefactor. Magnificent Templar. Entering the Fallen Kingdom. Entering Last Stand. Last stand.
I'll let the head office know how we got on.
Let's hope they don't keep us waiting.
Otani, good work. At least Chow know who you are now. Unfortunately, the Xenon are forcing our hand. Other corporations are being pressed hard, and the military is stretched too far.
What do we even do?
You're not here to take orders from me. However, all combat-ready ships are being sent to the sector leading to Maelstrom. I thought we had more time, but the Xenon are already massing.
Are they preparing a full invasion? What chance do we have?
Emergency talks with Plutarch are trying to bring them into the conflict, but it's not looking good. It seems they're happy for Omicron Lyrae to burn, followed closely by De Vries. The utter fools.
I won't even bother explaining why it's a bad idea involving Plutarch. I'm not surprised they're looking out only for themselves.
Plutarch always had trouble seeing past their own needs. I hoped they would have changed for the better. Some days I wish I had never become involved in Albion. That system is nothing but corporate corruption and death. At least Borman is alive. But our youthful adventures are stories for another time. The Xenon are at our door, and I hope you'll be there to help hold it shut.
We'll be there. Tell us where to go.